Hey guys, Gazelle here with more NFL picks for week number 12. First and foremost, I want to apologize to everyone. I didn't get this video recorded in time before the Thanksgiving games. I've been very busy lately, and I just didn't have the time to record with work and Thanksgiving and stuff. It just didn't work out. So there's 3 games on here that I won't be able to pick because they already happened, and I apologize for this being late again. But very quickly, the 3 games that I missed, the Bears beat the Lions. The Lions could have had that game, but of course they choked it away. They almost had the Bears' number. But Matthew Stafford threw a pick 6 and a late game interception as well, and they just kind of pisses me off because I wanted the Lions to win that game to hurt the Bears. But hey, you know, that's what happens. The Cowboys beat the Redskins pretty handedly. It was 31-23, but the Cowboys pretty much had control of the whole game. As we know, Alex Smith is out for the season with that gruesome injury, so it was Colt McCoy leading the way for the Redskins, and they just didn't have enough firepower to keep up. And then the Saints, of course, handled business at home against the Falcons, 31-17. The Saints are on a roll. Nothing really to say there. So those are the games that happened. I apologize again for missing them. On to the Sunday games. We have Browns at Bengals. Easy. I'm going Browns. The Browns are kind of fun to watch, and the Bengals are not. And I like rooting for the Browns because Baker Mayfield is the real deal. He looks awesome. And they came off that great win against the Falcons, and I think they're going to roll. I will say, though, the Browns apparently haven't won a road game in 25 consecutive road games, which is wild. And this is at Bengals. I do think it'll be a close game. But I think the Browns will pull out the win here. I don't have a whole lot of confidence, but I just want them to win. 49ers at Buccaneers. Both teams not playing terribly great. You know, what do I say about this game? I trust the 49ers more. And because the Buccaneers, they have such a terrible quarterback situation, and their defense is bad. I think Nick Mullins and the Niners will get the job done on the road. It won't be easy, but I think they'll get the job done. Jaguars at Bills. 2 just what the hell are you teams? The Bills, as we know, they've been pretty bad all year, but they have really strange wins and good games. But their record's terrible. And the Jaguars, people expected them to be back in the playoffs, and now they're 3-7, I think. And they're done for the season. There's no way they're getting back from this. They let that game slip away against the Steelers. They have no leadership, stable leadership. Blake Bortles, they're hiding him under the playbook. They don't want him to be seen. I'm going to go Jaguars just because I don't trust the Bills at all. Not that I trust the Jaguars, but I mean, what do you want to make of that game? Raiders at Ravens. Pretty simple. I'm going Ravens. I think the Joe Flacco era is over, and enter the young quarterback. What's his name? Lamar Jackson, I think is his name. Sorry, I don't really follow the Ravens that much, but he looked pretty good last week. He's more athletic. He runs a lot. His legs are definitely a weapon here in this game, and he's going against a Raiders defense that is terrible. And a Raiders offense that really can't do anything consistently, and this Ravens defense, which is pretty good, and it's at Ravens. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and go Ravens here. No disrespect really to the Raiders. I just think this isn't their year. They have so many issues they need to fix, and maybe in a couple of years, I don't know. Seahawks at Panthers. Honestly, this is probably the game of the week. You might ask, why would a 5-5 team versus a 6-4 team be the game of the week? It's because this is a do or die game. We're running out of games in the season to maintain your playoff spots, and for both of these teams, a loss here would seriously put them in a bad situation. And I don't know. It is at Panthers, but I'm going to go Seahawks here. The Seahawks are playing such passionate football right now. They don't win every game, but they are in every game. They fight hard, and Russell Wilson, I'll take Russell Wilson over Cam Newton any day. I respect Cam Newton, but Russell Wilson, he's a man possessed in the pocket. He is so great to watch. I think it'll be a really close game. Both teams really need this win, like I said, but I think Seahawks get the edge here. Patriots at Jets, easy. Patriots roll. The Jets, I don't know who they're starting at quarterback this week. It's not Josh McDaniels. It's not Josh McDaniels. I think it's Josh McCown. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Because Sam Darnold is hurt, I guess, or they just kind of put him on rest for the rest of the season. I don't really know what that situation is. But the Patriots are the Patriots. They might not be playing as great as they normally do, but they are still the far superior team, and I think they get the job done here easily. Giants at Eagles. Man, what is wrong with the Eagles this year? Defending Super Bowl champions, and they're like tanking hard. I'm going to go Giants. The Giants are kind of on a roll. They're not a great team, but they have Saquon Barkley, Odell Beckham, and Eli Manning is playing better. Say what you want about him, but he's playing better now. And that defense is pretty good. They've had some good games. So I don't really have a whole lot of confidence in this game. This should be a fun one to watch, I think. But I'm going to go Giants. I just kind of feel like Giants are going to win this game. Cardinals at Chargers. Pretty simple going Chargers because I feel like they're going to bounce back from that loss against the Broncos last week. The Cardinals are a fine team. They're better than people think. They're getting better at least. But they don't really have a whole lot of weapons. Larry Fitzgerald's still great, but he's getting old. David Johnson's really only their consistent like offensive weapon. And even then, he's still like not playing that well this season. And this Chargers team is going to bounce back. I think they really are upset over that loss last week. So, yeah, Chargers here. Dolphins at Colts. Pretty simple. I'm going to go Colts because Andrew Luck is back, baby. He is on fire this year. He's probably the guy people are going to pick for comeback player of the year. He's playing great. And he's welcoming a Dolphins team that just kind of sad to watch. Like there's nothing really going on with that team. Like, who's excited about their head coach? Who's excited about Brock Osweiler at quarterback? Who even wants Ryan Tannehill back in the lineup? You know, there's no fun. There's no energy to this Dolphins team right now. And I think that's going to kill them, not only this season, but until they change their coaching staff and kind of rehaul the team. And the Colts, Frank Reich is leading this team at a great pace. And I just like the Colts here. I think they do a great job. Steelers at Broncos. This should be an interesting game. I think the Broncos can easily hang in this game. I think this will be my upset pick of the week. I'm going to go Broncos over Steelers. The Broncos, they're not a great team, but they play tough at home. I don't care what anyone says. They play really tough football at home. Case Keenum, he is what he is. He's not a great quarterback, but he's a kind of good quarterback. He has games where he's kind of great. He has games where he's kind of bad. But overall, he's just a kind of good quarterback, and I really like Case Keenum. I liked him on the Vikings last year. And the Steelers team, they don't play well on the road. They had a really close win against the Jaguars last week. They are lucky to win that game. I just don't think the Steelers are as great as everyone says. I don't buy into it. So yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos here. I'm my upset pick of the week. Sunday Night Football. Okay. Packers at Vikings. Both teams. I can only speak for the Vikings fan base because I'm a Vikings fan, but I feel like Packers fans are also disappointed. Both our teams. What is wrong with you guys this year? Like, seriously. Let's dissect this. Packers. You have Aaron Rodgers. You have a pretty good roster overall. Not great, but kind of decent. You should at least be in the playoff picture right now with that. I think it all stems from Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy needs to go. He's been there too long. He's wasted too many of Aaron Rodgers' years. And they have, one ring to show for it? Like, don't get me wrong, winning a ring is great. But if you have Aaron Rodgers, you should have won multiple by now. And Mike McCarthy, you got to go. I think that's their problem, is coaching, game management, building up the depth of the team in terms of drafting and whatnot. I think that's their big issue. The Vikings. There's many issues with the Vikings. I think the offensive line is a huge concern. I think that's one of the reasons they're losing so many of these games. Kirk Cousins is getting pressured so much because of this bad offensive line. We can't get the running game going because of the offensive line. The defense isn't playing terrible, but they're nowhere near what they were last year. And I don't know if it's just like the mojo, because last year when you get on a roll, your mojo's up and you're on top of the world. I don't think they captured that mojo this year. Two disappointing teams. Whoever loses this game, I'm personally expecting them to not make the playoffs. Even if they win this game, somehow the Vikings are still in the playoff picture. They're the 6th seed or something when I checked. Man, Uh, just to set myself up for not being as disappointed, I'm gonna go Packers here. Packers win at Vikings. I really don't want that to happen, but I don't want to just expect the Vikings to win. Um, this could go either way. I think it'll be an entertaining game because two teams that really need to win. They're both talented. They have talent. There's talent in this game, but they have yet to show it this year. So yeah, I'm gonna go Packers. I have Aaron Rodgers on my fantasy team anyway, so why not? Very disappointing game in my eyes. Monday Night Football, we have Titans at Texans. I don't know what the status of Marcus Mariota is, but I'm going to go Texans anyway. The Texans, they're not really a team I have confidence in. They squeak by a lot of these wins. I think they're on a 9-game winning streak or an 8-game winning streak. Unless they lost last week. I don't quite remember. But I think they're leading the division right now. And I don't know. Like they're good. Not great. They're good. And this Titans team, like I said, I don't know if Marcus Mariota's hurt because he had that weird nerve thing in his throwing arm. And it's been bothering him again, so I don't even know if he'll play this game. But I'm going to go Texans. I think they get the job done. Not a whole lot to say about that game. AFC South teams, other than the Colts, I'm just not interested in ever. So, yeah, those are my Week 12 NFL picks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, sorry for the delay. Yeah, these are just for fun anyway, so... Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle. Hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.